Hey guys, welcome back to Chatting with the Beard and a little review of the coronavirus and what's things going on. Do you know yesterday, Friday, was it the 20th? Gotta straighten this out. I want to be crooked for you guys. In Italy, over 600 people died in just 24 hours. It's crazy. I understand they have a lot of elderly people in Italy, but still, it's crazy numbers. Let's talk I've come to hate the word essential, non-essential, anything that has essential in it, because that's all that everybody's using. Essential driving, non-essential driving, non-essential workers, essential workers. Right now, we in New York are in the governor don't like to use the term shelter in place because that term was used for something else and he just doesn't like it, so he doesn't use it. Essentially it is like everybody else, pretty much like a lockdown. There are no essential working businesses at all. So if you own a barber shop, a tattoo parlor, hair salon, nail salon, a bedding store, stuff like that, that's non-essential. They have non-essential travel, which means you can't just pick up and say, hey, let me go to Aunt Judy's house. No, that's not supposed to happen. They have, if you have to go out, it's for medical reasons, grocery, if you need some kind of business to do at the bank, shop for food, pharmacy, that's all okay. Which still, I understand they have to stay open to make people, because people have to live no matter what the situation is. But this whole social distancing, how do you practice that in Walmart? You don't. People are all over each other. It's not helping the situation at all. There are a lot of places now that are doing kind of like a lockdown. Don't travel at all. No kid parties. No kid play dates. Don't pick up because, your kids are all aggravated at being home and you think they need to see their friend Kevin. You cannot stop or slow this down by doing these things. This is why the government is implementing them. Florida, they decided to shut their beaches down next week because of all these dopes out there partying on the beaches because they've worked so hard and they've earned this. And they think they can't catch this virus. Everybody can catch it. Everybody can be a carrier. It's just that bad. Americans are scared for the most part, except for these knuckleheads that keep going out to bars and stuff that in towns that haven't banned it yet. I think it should be a national lockdown where you can only do essential driving or traveling. It makes no sense to be out where there's tons of people. It don't. You don't know who Uncle Bob, sorry, Skills, Uncle Bob has been around. You don't know who Aunt Susie's been around. And people aren't going to be forthcoming with this information because everybody thinks, we'll be all right. It's more important to get out and see everybody than it is to stay home and keep yourself healthy. I'm telling you, we are on lockdown in my house. I'm out right now because I have to pick up my son from his job. My wife and my son are the only two that are going out because they work for an essential business. But I had to get a letter from the manager with my name on it, my son's name on it, because it's non-essential travel. And I do believe the National Guard is going to make their appearance up here, and they take over that role of conducting what laws are being set. So I don't want to get pulled over and, you know, get a ticket or anything or a fine. And so I have a letter saying that I could be traveling right now just to go back and forth to pick him up. That's my essential driving. Because I think it's in California that they are put where they can't leave their homes. And if they do, it's a Class A misdemeanor plus a fine. I don't want none of that. I've never been in trouble with the law at all my entire life. So I don't need none of those problems. Stay home. Don't have gatherings at your home because you think, well, you know, we'll sanitize up the people that come in. Sanitizing, you know, your hands and everything and isn't going to help if you already have the virus. And there are so many people out there that don't know they have it. So they're just transmitting it all over the place. The numbers are going up incredibly by the day, by the hour. There were no new reports today that I've seen so far that I've been watching the news, and I've been up since 5:30 watching it. Most all news stations right now, in the morning time anyway, are just doing reviews and showing clips of what they were doing, you know, throughout the week. But you have to stay home. This is why the government says stay home. They know. They're doing the best they can. I know a lot of the places that are looking for the medical supply because they're running out very fast. I mean, the numbers for... I think I just heard now that there was a hospital that had a 6-month supply of masks and gloves and all that, and they went through all of that in 5 days. I see people at Walmart with the medical gloves on. That's only good for one use, people. You can't leave that on all day and touch different things and think it's not going to get on you, but it's just like another layer of skin. So if you touch something and then wipe your face, what good are you doing? You have to do whatever you're doing. You put the gloves on, do whatever you're doing, take them off right away and put another set on. You can't just keep that on all day, and people are. It's incredible, the stupidity and where people think they know what they're doing and they really don't. Do not go out. You want to go sit on your porch? Okay, go ahead. Anybody you walk by can have this virus and don't know it, and you can catch it. It is kind of funny. Now, I am supporting Donald Trump. I'm voting for him again. I don't care who knows. You don't like it? Oh, well, you know, what are you going to do? I think he's doing a tremendous job. I was a little annoyed with him yesterday. He snapped on a reporter with the question of, what do you have to tell the scared Americans, and do you think that giving them false hope is better than the truth? And he kind of snapped on this reporter. My personal opinion, I don't want false hope. False hope is bullshit. I don't like it. Don't tell me what could be. Just tell me the truth. If you don't think things are going to be going well, then tell us. The unknown is scarier than the known. It really is. And everybody's talking, and the president and them too. Social distancing. How come when he does his press conference, they're all on top of each other? That's not social distancing. There's no 6 feet in between them. I've watched local governments on the news, and they're all sitting at tables, and they got a pretty good distance in between each person. Even the reporters are sitting, if they're sitting here, the chair next to them is empty. You know, it's all like that. You have to practice what you preach, too. You know, the president, the vice president, Anthony, Fauci, they're all on top of each other. Right now, they said Vice President Pence's a person in his group was tested positive. You can't have all these people on top of each other. And a very wise woman asked a question. Carol, this one's out to you. Whispering Cauldron, if you don't have it, go get it. What happens when those mosquitoes come back? Is it going to be transmitted? That nobody's brought up that question. It's a pretty damn good question, I think. What happens when the mosquitoes come out? A mosquito goes and bites, one person that hasn't bites you. Are you going to get it? Pretty good question, I think. Common sense, people. Please. Learn common sense. Bye, guys.